podcast. As always, it's Rob. We are now less than 2 weeks away.
How exciting.
Okay.
Inching closer and closer.
Inching closer and closer to Beau Callahan. Slipping down the boards. Let's see, where are we at in the timeline? Because that obviously happened that on draft day. So we are, and let's see, what time was it in Seattle time? Like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. It was early.
It was early because he was eating pancakes.
Right. So let's see, if it's 10:28 as we stream right now, we're probably, let's say it was 6 a.m. just for argument's sake. We're 12 days and 8 hours away from the Seattle Seahawks trading down from the first overall pick.
Well, like, Seahawks fans are already complaining, like, I can't believe I'm going to watch this for 5 hours and we're just going to trade down at the end of the first round. It's like, Jesus Christ, can't you just be happy that we won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, most teams would kill for that. I'd much rather have a Super Bowl than first round pick.
Yeah, me too. And it's like, is the 37th pick really a first round pick?
And if you have that little faith, no one's forcing you to watch. You can always just watch the West Coast Draft Podcast stream instead and watch
exactly. Very entertaining, I hear.
No one's holding a gun to your head and telling you to watch the NFL draft. Someone is holding a gun to our heads and telling us to watch and stream the entire NFL draft, and that is the Duck God, who is actually the Egyptian god Ibis, reincarnated as a little duck with headphones on. So we pray to our StreamYard overlords who do force us to watch the entire draft. But don't worry, you at home, you don't have to watch the whole thing. If you're a Seahawks fan and you're that afraid that you'll watch the whole first round and you'll get nothing out of it, watch the Mariners.
Oh wait, yeah, no. Like the Ichiro bat stuff today is like up there to pretty close to definitive proof that we're cursed.
But you know what? They fixed this.
We hit today.
9 hits. Let's go. That's like the entire. That's how many hits we had our entire road trip. We got it.
But speaking of trades, though, Beau, have you even seen the reports that it's going to be a trade mayhem on draft night?
I have seen those reports.
And what do you think about them? Because I have something I'd want to say about that report.
I think those are probably coming from teams hoping to trade down.
It is totally bogus.
It's not that I don't think it'll happen. It's that I don't see the guys, like, other than Dallas probably coming up for like an edge rusher. I don't see a lot of teams that like need to jump up for guys.
Well, like, and the way I see it, pretty universally well known that the NFL doesn't think highly of this draft. So there's going to be trades going in one direction, and it's down. There's a big supply of trade downs, not much of a demand for a trade up. So I don't see that happening. Trade, like, was it last year or the year before where there was like no trades? It felt like
year before was the one with no trades, because last year they started the trading pretty early because Jack straight up for Hunter.
That's right. That is right.
Right away. Year before there was like hardly any trade. I think the first trade was the Jets and Vikings like flipping one spot at like 10th. So the Vikings secure McCarthy, secure 9,
taking 9 at 10.
Taking 9 at 10. Okay. Yeah, they moved up one spot.
And then, but speaking of reports, what about our favorite reporter in the NFL, Diana Rossini?
That's so bad, man. That's so bad. Oh, Mike. Oh, that's rough. That's a rough look. Right before like the most important 2 weeks of the NFL reporting calendar, too. That comes out. Like,
shout out TMZ.
Look, I'd say okay. So I'd say the biggest weeks for like NFL reporters are probably Super Bowl media week, just because they're all in one place. It's a good information gathering spot. The NFL Combine, again, mostly for information gathering. I'd say their Super Bowl is probably free agency, like the opening couple days of free agency.
Absolutely,
like, everything's going off, and like they're the sources. And then the draft is huge, obviously huge as well. But, you know, we can also all watch the draft on TV. We don't need reporters reporting everything because we're watching it on TV, right? But we learn about free agency moves through social media, reporters tweeting or posting on wherever they're posting. That's like how we get that information. So Super Bowl, I'd say, is free agency. Their AFC, NFC championships, the draft. And then the combine and I'd say the Super Bowl is more like their Pro Bowl because that's where everybody's in the same spot. They're just having a good time. They're just talking to everybody.
The Pro Bowl, that's good.
I don't know if I'd compare the combine to. It's a big one too, though.
It is. It's like, so, yeah, my favorite thing about that whole situation is how some of her tweets have just aged so poorly.
Oh yeah, she said some not so great stuff about her relationship with her husband, which are not.
Poor guy.
Does not look good in the. I can't. He's like a high ranking exec at Shake Shack. Like he's doing fine.
He's doing all right then.
Hey, you know what?
I married an average guy. Ooh.
If there are divorce proceedings, guess what? He's got the receipts. She posted them.
Oh yeah, jeez, Louise, man. But yeah, like
I feel bad for that. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for Rabel's wife and his kids too. Like that's jacked up. Yeah, I feel like he's kind of getting off a little scot free. Like yeah, there's a little bit more of a conflict of interest with the reporter, but no one's really talking about how he's also culpable in this.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a great look. Not a great look.
Especially for an organization that has had absolutely no issues with this kind of thing before.
Yeah, never had any misconduct allegations ever. Ever. World-class organization.
Have you ever seen the show Arrested Development?
I saw all of it until it became a Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
I couldn't stand the Netflix stuff, but yeah.
But like, you know what my mind kind of went to a little bit after? I was like, her? She's very pretty, but it's like, really? Her? Vice Rabel?
Oh my! Yeah, I didn't think the picture. Well, I knew the pictures were real, but I'm like, there's a good. That's definitely Rabel. There's a good chance that's not Rossini though. But then like all the people are come out like, no, that's. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I believe it.
My favorite thing is like, what does Adam Schefter do for Scoops?
I did see that tweet.
Well, did you see the rumor about McVeigh?
No, wait, what happened? What?
So supposedly many years ago, like two women reporters kind of got into a fight, and like they were both like sources to Sean McVeigh or something, and one of them was, and they're having relations with Sean McVeigh, and one of them was Diana Rossini.
Of course. Who was the other one?
They that wasn't shared, and who knows? I don't know how factual that is. But it's funny if it's true.
That's brutal, man. Rough week for Diana. Rough week for Diana.
Well, it seems like it's like old story, and people are like giving more clarity to it now that it,
Right.
Good timing for that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. No. I mean, all like you said, all the things that she said in the past, just. Even if it was jokes at the time, it's like,
yeah, aged poorly. Aged
very poorly.
I remember there was like a YouTube kind of comedy channel that I liked many years ago, and there was like a big scandal that happened about one guy and like kind of harassment. And there's so many of his quotes, and the context was comedy, but it's like, oh God, Wish he hadn't said that. That aged poorly.
Yeah, it doesn't look good with in light of recent events.
Yes, exactly. And that it feels like deja vu to that.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So yeah, we'll see. She's
It shows NFL Twitter still got it though. It shows NFL Twitter still got it, man.
Oh yeah, and all these people that think NBA Twitter's caught up or are on the same level, not a chance. Not a chance in hell. Shoot,
NBA Twitter is a different kind of psycho.
It is. I'm not saying they're...
But I think crazier things happen to talk about on NFL Twitter. The events are more insane. It's like one of the top reporters of the NFL is having a cheating scandal, and it looks like she sourced scoops in not great ways. That's happened. Well, the best thing NBA got this year was gambling. Get on our level.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and the big controversy in the NBA recently actually involved my Sacramento Kings. They were accused of blatantly tanking because they intentionally fouled with over 3 minutes left. They're like, oh man, intentionally tanking in a close game. No, coach just an idiot. Did a whole investigation, and they're like, yeah, no, he just didn't know how much time was left, or he didn't know how many fouls the Warriors had. It was like
sounds like a very Mariners thing to happen.
Oh, 1,000%. Like, they're literally accused of tanking, accused of like gaming the system, and nope, your coach is just an idiot.
I was asking, I have a friend who was hanging out with tonight who's a big NBA fan. I was asking him, can you explain the Bam Adebayo whatever point game to me in NFL terms? He's like, it is if Kyler Murray threw for 400 or 700 yards in a game.
Trying to think, what would be my comparison? It's like Mark Andrews goes for 350 and 4 touchdowns. It's like, but the funny thing is, and my favorite tweet to come out of that whole scenario was anyone that thinks NBA Twitter can compete with NFL Twitter got shut the hell up that night, because that was the same night that the Max Crosby trade fell apart.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody was talking about the Bam Adebayo 83-point game because of the Max Crosby trade. All right, I need to get a water before.
I do appreciate NBA Twitter because they play the game. Great. They're excellent. They play the game very well. We're Twitter posters here. Game appreciates game. But you're not on our level. You're not on our level. Come on.
Yeah. Been getting more into MLB Twitter recently. Got a little bit into NHL Twitter, but mostly because of the Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what? Twitter's a great place. Twitter's a great, horrible place.
Did you see that? Like, there's one tweet about like some Trump presser that went really viral. Definitely post of the year, in my opinion. I don't know if you saw it, but it is just amazing. I'll send it to you.
Oh yeah, I gotta see this.
47 million views. I sent it to your burner. I would not play it on air. Actually, no, he doesn't say anything bad, but the caption's pretty funny.
Oh no.
So fast and so hard. These guys do exactly what. Let's go. Come on.
Big time pause there.
I was just trying to get my voice back too. Oh, that's brutal. It's so
Oh, I was seeing so many people retweet that the other day.
Sometimes he has to know what he's saying, right?
I don't know.
Some of the times it has to be. I get it. A lot of the time it's not, but some of the times it has to be intentional. I don't know.
I don't think that one was. But I do think
that
sometimes,
one.
But I agree that sometimes there's definitely some intentional ones. I don't think that one was. Oh man.
That one, I think, out of context, maybe in context, it's a little better. Out of context, though, that's rough.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Alrighty. Well, is there anything else going on with
No, it's the calm
spheres?
before the storm.
Calm before the storm. That's right. That's right. I'm trying to think. Oh, Dontavian Wicks.
Oh yeah. Whoa, wow.
AJ Brown replacement, according to Ricky. Ricky Scoops. Not obviously the AJ Brown replacement, but apparently, they're backfilling for when Brown is off the team after the draft.
Such a compelling replacement.
Yes, yeah, for sure. That's one where I get excited. Dontavian Wicks, man. Watch him just turn to a stud in Philly.
It could happen.
Green Bay just assembled this amazing crop of receivers that are okay. Like Christian Watson, okay. Romeo Doubs, okay. Dontavian Wicks, okay. Matthew Golden, okay. It's none of them excite me. None of them are I don't want to.
It's not like
but all of them are I'm not they're not bad.
It's not like the Packers from 2005 to 2015 that just churned them out.
Mm-hmm.
Turned out really good.
Monte, Jordy Nelson, all those guys. Yeah.
Greg Jennings,
Donald Driver,
James Jones.
Yep. Oh yeah, they used to churn out receivers like nobody's business. Now it's okay,
yeah, solid receivers. Yeah.
All right, I like Christian Watson. He's a nice game of fantasy every now and again. Romeo Doubs, I had him for a few weeks at one point. It's guys where I'm okay, they're fine.
Yeah, they're bad.
They should be starters somewhere. I don't want them starting in Cincinnati, but they should be starters somewhere.
It's kind of like they all seem to have their head a good head on their shoulders.
Yeah, none of them are getting in trouble with the law.
Insane talent, but no.
Yeah,
they got nothing going on in there.
Yeah.
Space Cadets.
Hit Space Cadets. I'm doing my part. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, but now they're getting rid of all those guys. The only ones left now are Golden and I guess Jaden Reed. Jaden Reed's still there. Forgot about Jaden Reed. I was going to say it's just Golden and Watson now, but they do still have Jaden. So shout out Michigan State. I guess there's your 3 starting receivers unless they draft one this year, which they probably will. They lost Dobbs, Wicks now, so they probably will. So, I imagine. Trying to think what else. Is there any other news this week? Oh, Caleb McGarry, 4-1 out.
Oh, yeah, retirement.
Retired.
Hey, right. Good on you. Save those legs.
That's right. It's way more important to walk in 10 years than it will to get a couple more years of football in you.
Walk with your grandkids.
Yep, that's right. I'm trying to think. Was there anything else? Nothing major. Alrighty. Is it time? Is it time that we start putting together?
Let's get into it. It's time to play the game.
So what we kind of devise is, since we've got our horizontal board, we've got our blue chips, we've got our 1As, what we're going to do with the handy dandy mock draft feature here at Pro Football Focus, recently acquired by Teamworks.
Poor Trevor Sikkema.
Man. You know what? He's a free agent. If he ever wants to come on the pod, he's more than welcome.
The Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper. Oh, yeah, never mind. Our pod gets shut down if he comes on. That would be
man,
the
poor
pinnacle
guy.
of this podcast if
Oh,
we got
yeah.
to collab
Yeah.
mock with the stock exchange guys.
It'd be worth it.
I don't even care if we get shut down right
It'd be
out.
worth it. I agree.
It'd be worth it,
I'd take that
100%.
deal.
Hell yeah, I'd take that deal. Damn good deal. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here: take our blue chip guys, throw them all on the board, debate, talk about how we'd sort them, move down the board to 1A, do it all the way until we have 100 players. And we'll probably hit the 100 player mark around round 3 would be my guess.
Probably.
We'll cut it down. If we say we got 105, we're not gonna rank those last 5 guys. We decide which 5 get cut off. Because it's a top 100 big board, not a top 105 communist big board.
We are not going over, folks.
We're not going over. That's right. Drop dead. We drop dead at 100. All right. But first, we need to add players to the board. So let's start with our blue chippers. Jeremiah Love is one of them. Sonny Styles. Arvell Reese. Not Arvell Rogers, believe it or not. And who's our last one? Caleb Downs.
What if like the Jets or the Browns do like that Bijan R thing?
Oh, the Byron Young thing.
B Robinson. Do the B Robinson in fantasy draft. So they go A Reese and they pick someone else. They pick the other guy.
Oh yeah, do Arvell Rogers. Defense tackle out of Morehead State, the second overall pick. All right, I have to pop off for just a second, but if you want to kind of start,
I'll start the discussion.
Yeah.
I've been very clear about how I feel about the number 1 player of the draft. I think it's Jeremiah Love. He is just a special running back. I mean, I have him rated higher than Bijan coming out. I probably have him higher rated than Ezekiel Elliott, Ash Genty. Who's the last running back I'd have rated above him? I can't think of many. I mean, he's just special kind of athlete. He's going to be an incredible NFL player, especially if he goes to the right team. I think he'd be so good with the Cardinals in the NFC West. I mean, special athlete. I think number 2 would be Arvell Reese for me. Just, same kind of thing of getting to the right team. Just incredible size, strength, speed, all sorts of things. High football IQ. I think that's something that people underrate in his game. I think he's shown himself to be very, very bright. He was playing in a pretty tough scheme schematically, and they really used him as the adjuster. So he'd be my number 2. I think number 3 would be Caleb Downs. Just like I said, high IQ. One of the best safety prospects to come out in a very long time, and there's a reason that Nick Saban moved heaven and earth to get him to come to Alabama. He's just an incredible player. And then number 4 for me would be Sonny Styles, who is great. Just doesn't have the polish that that Arvell Reese has compared to him, but another high football IQ guy, a little bit more limited as an off-ball linebacker fully, but he's another just excellent player. That's how I would put the top 4 guys in this board. Let's see. Highest rated running backs. Running backs drafted first round. Ashton Genty and Mario Hampton, I'd have them rated higher. I'd have them higher than Bijan and Tamir. Have them higher than Breece Hall. Have them higher than Najee and Etienne. Have them higher rated than Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Have them higher rated than Josh Jacobs. Have them higher. Oh, Saquon. Saquon would be the big one. It's close between the 2. I think I would have Saquon maybe a notch above just because of that just freakish body build. Saquon was just special, and it took him getting, he was great at New York, but it took him getting to the right team to really show how special he is. What's up, Beau? Were you able to hear me?
I was. You are leaving out a running back picked in the first round.
Who?
Rashad Penny.
I didn't get to that year yet.
Saquon and Rashad Penny were the same year.
Well, I was scrolling down through the list. I was just thinking about Saquon.
All right.
But fair. I do have Jeremiah Love above Rashad Penny for the record.
Shocked. I'm shocked, but that's fair.
Tough one. It was a tough choice.
I know. I was also able to hear your list, and the only disagreement you had Sonny Styles for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My only disagreement, and I won't even really push back too hard on it. I do have Love at 1. I agree. I think he's just such a game changer at the running back position. Like, he's so multiple in what he's able to bring to an offense, in that he's an awesome runner. He's shifty, but he can also run through guys. He showed elite ability as a pass catcher, showed elite ability as a returner. Like, just an absolute offensive weapon. Almost mitigating the positional value of the running back position. Sonny Styles would be my 4th. I think he's the least of these 3 guys, or 4 guys. He's the least versatile, and I value some versatility. He's going to be an off-ball linebacker, and I think he's going to be a damn good off-ball linebacker at that. Where I differ is just 2 and 3. I would flip 2 and 3, just because what Caleb Downs is able to do in the secondary is just special. And he's shown it at a high level for multiple years. I love body of work. Arvell Reese is kind of a one-year wonder. Not to say he's not deserving. Obviously, I consider him a blue chip player. It's almost like, do you prefer a Swiss Army knife in the front 7, or do you prefer a Swiss Army knife in the secondary?
See, that's probably why we differ, because you know my answer to that question.
I do know your answer to that question. And I think they're both valuable, but I do think Downs.
I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'll concede this one to you. I'll give it to you.
I think
I'm pretty close.
Right. If I was how I would put it, I think Downs is better at safety than Reese is at
that is very
either
true.
Edge or linebacker. I think Reese is going to be a damn good edge or linebacker wherever he's put, but I think Downs is just a better safety right now, and he can also play nickel and be really good at that too.
I'll accept that reasoning. They're pretty close for me, so I could have gone either way.
They're very close for me too, and that's why I wasn't gonna. If you were adamant on keeping Reese at 2, I would.
Yeah, I'm fine with Downs at 2. They're very close for me. One thing I just love to see is high IQ football players, especially if they're elite athletes. Downs, Reese, and even Styles all fit that mold. So
I'm going to move our horizontal board over to my other screen just so I can add this next crop. It's a lot longer this time. So we're looking at Carnell Tate. Oop. Get on there. Makai Lemon. Francis Mangoa. Oop. I don't know why I put in 6. My bad. Vega Ione. He's on here. Oh,
they're going to be Ola Vega.
Man, they don't let me. Oh, I misspelled this last two. That's fine. They know who I'm talking about. Ruben Bain, my guy. Let's see. Who else? Got 3 corners. Delane. Terrell. Am I spelling that right? No, it's Eon. There we go.
That's a lot. That's a good Wordle word. That's vowels.
All right, too many McCoys. Tremont McCoy. There we go. And Dylan Thieneman. Too many Dylans. Jeez.
How many of them are white? Looks like a lot of them with the schools we're seeing. A lot of the linebackers.
Goodness,
and
how
safeties.
deep does the PFF board go? Look at this. Look at like Eastern Oregon centers on here.
Eastern Oregon? Let's go. Our head coach there.
Hell yeah. All right. Here we are. Where should we go? That's fine. All right. So now we have 9 more players to rank.
JJ
here.
McCarthy.
What's that?
JJ McCarthy.
Oh, it said 9. I said 9. You're right. I did. 9.
All right.
All right.
Who's your number 5?
Looking at this list, it's Bane for me for sure. I think it's got to be Bane in my opinion. I'll listen
okay
to
with
push.
that. I'm okay
All
with that. I got a little spicy of a pick for my 6th though.
All right, let me hear it. We'll alternate.
Dylan Thieneman is my 6th.
Interesting.
I've been so impressed with his entire combine process.
He has. He's
and
been
his
killing
draft
it.
process and his tape. I think he's not going to go 6th overall.
No, obviously not. Yeah.
But I think he is the number 6 best player in this draft. He is an incredible player, and he's going to be a really good safety.
He is special. My 6, to introduce a debate here, my 6 here would be Francis Mauigoa. I just think he's best offensive lineman. I think he's going to come in, step in day one, and be an elite run blocker. Now he is going to be a right tackle. Not that there's anything wrong with right tackles. Right tackles are valuable too, and I think they get not enough love. But he's going to step in, be an awesome right tackle, awesome run blocker right away. You just kind of need to hope he hits his ceiling, and maybe he develops into someday being a left tackle. That'd be my pick.
So let's define some rules here.
Okay.
All right. Is this a top 100 on eventual projection 5 years from now, or is it
where we would take them right now?
Where you would take them right now? That for me, I think Thieneman can be a Pro Bowl safety year one. Noah needs time to work on his pass blocking. Dylan Thieneman is a complete player, elite athlete, and can play in any system. He can play.
I like that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that reasoning. All right. We'll go Thieneman at 6. Numero 7. So there's a Mauigoa, elephant in the room. We also have all these guys. Is there a guy here that stands out as a number 7?
I'm cool with my Noah at 7. Eight for me. Hometown hero of Vega Ioane.
I was leading Vega too, dude. He's such a special player at guard.
He is somewhere between Gray Zabel and Quentin Nelson. Ioane, I think. I think. He probably compares more to Quentin Nelson because he's gonna be better in a gap scheme, where he can pull right. Whereas Gray Zabel was just I think people definitely overthought him, because in hindsight it was like the projection was so perfect for a zone blocking guard. It really was, and I think people overthought probably his competition level a little bit. I mean, he went 18th still, but I think there's probably some teams that are wishing they took him. So if you're a gap scheme team, don't overthink it. If you're picking, after 5, don't overthink it. Pick Vega.
Right. Now we get
Who's your
corners
JJ?
and receivers. So I texted you yesterday who my corner one is. I do think it's between McCoy and Tate here for me.
Interesting.
I really liked Rob McCoy. I was sleeping on him a little bit with the injury, but his 24 tape was special.
It is. It's really good. If you can get him healthy, it's really good.
Yeah.
But how much are we going to factor injuries into this?
Right, and you do have to somewhat. I mean, he tested fine at the combine.
He did.
Or not the combine. Not
That was pro day.
Pro day. Did awesome. Put up fantastic numbers. And supposedly there are some teams that have cleared him completely, and other teams that haven't completely. So it's like, okay, that's valuable.
What sucks about this is there's just nonsense going on with Mulligetta.
Right, that's true. I forgot. No,
so I think that's why some teams are like weird about him because they hate Mulligetta.
Meanwhile, I've made my feelings clear on Carnell Tate. I think he's awesome.
I can't. I'm totally fine with Jermon McCoy here, but I cannot have Carnell Tate in the top 10.
All right, that's valid. So that brings us to 10. Or sorry,
for me, it's Delaney. I think he's another just excellent corner. I mean, there's just not much to say about him. The thing that is just tough for me about, if we're making a top 100 players, right? It's tough putting a possession receiver in the top 10.
Right.
At 11, I'm fine with that. And I know he's your guy there.
Yeah, of these three, he's definitely my top
I'd
available.
go Mekhi Lemon at 12 above Terrell.
I was thinking the same thing. I know Terrell's your guy. So
he's one of my guys, but got to be real about where they stand.
Mm-hmm. Hey, 13's not bad.
Exactly.
That's the first round, yeah.
Almost top third. No, that was 32 divided into.
Roughly. Yeah.
11.
11's about the cutoff there.
So no, yeah, just barely.
Came close though. Pretty top
close.
of the second third. Top of the second third.
Yeah.
The fourth inning. Well, there you go. There's our top 13 on the board. Anything now that we see the whole thing? Is there anything we want to swap, or I kind of like where it's at?
I like it because I mean we've already talked about how we feel about these players, right? Having them sorted out into the rounds is very helpful. This would be we'd be debating so much more if we weren't.
Yeah. All right. That brings us to 1B, which is actually a fairly short list. We have...
That's how we feel about this year's draft.
Yeah, right. Not a deep first round. We have Jordan Tyson, Kenyon Sadiq, if I can type his name, Spencer Fano, David Bailey, Colton Hood.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow, that is pretty thin.
So just these 5.
I think 15 for me would have to be David Bailey. That's where I'm comfortable with him.
You need 14?
Or 14, yeah. My bad.
Absolutely. He's definitely the best available player here. I think there's... there's 2 David Baileys. I put the wrong one.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got me.
You're fired, hot shot.
I'm fired. There we go. 14, David.
Both from Texas schools.
I know. I think that's what threw me off. David Bailey, 14. Yeah, absolutely. I think the physical tools are just excellent with Bailey. You kind of need to unlock
You see the clips of his ejections coming up now, though?
Oh, yeah. For sure. Maybe I'm jumping the gun here, but I think I feel good. No, I'll save that because Tyson's injury scared me. I was gonna say I feel good about putting Colton Hood at 18, but now I'm like, Tyson's got some pretty big medical red flags.
I see what you're getting at, and I agree with him being at 17 above Tyson. How do you feel between Sadiq and Fano? I have Fano higher.
I think so. I think Fano. Well, he's versatile, right? You can put him in right tackle, but he'll probably be a better guard. He's even got some center versatility.
And Sadiq is not versatile. He's got one role, and that is a H tight end.
And he does it well. That's we're not.
He does it well, but there's not much room for tight ends on the field and on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
him being limited, not being able to be a true, not just can't be an inline tight end really in the NFL. That's going to scare some teams off. Because Tyler Warren and Colson Loveland absolutely could. That's why they went where they did, right? We've seen other tight ends in his mold. Now he's probably the freakiest of all of them that we've seen fall. I think being a limited tight end does give teams worries.
Right.
Like here's how NFL. If Sam Laporta was a first round pick, if Luke Musgrave a first round pick?
Musgrave, yeah.
Musgrave. So if you just look over the years, the guys who can block in college go early, even if you probably don't think they should. I mean, Tip Raymond and AJ Barner went higher than you thought they should, right? It shows you what NFL teams value in
Drew Sample.
Drew Sample went pick what 30,
52.
52?
52. Yeah. He was 6th or grade on most sports. Pick 52.
Judging his testing and his tape, it makes that pick makes sense when you look at among other. Rob Staten had a 2nd round grade on him.
All right, there you go.
Because you know why? I've said this so many times. What's the most important combine test for a tight end?
Have you said it? I don't know.
Many. I talk about this all the time. Do you not know this? It's a short shuttle. I say this all the time. Elite tight ends have really good short shuttles. And Drew Sample, George Kittle had an excellent short shuttle. Seahawks draft blog during that year he got drafted, we're in meltdown mode when we kept not drafting him. I remember that day. He was like the blog favorite that year was George Kittle, and that one hurt us. Dude, like imagine him. He would have fit in he would have been like Kurt Cobain in the grunge scene, man.
Right, exactly.
With that hair.
So you go see your biggest rival.
It is what it is, man. Right. But
it is what it is.
that's a throwback. But I mean, it's like how short shuttle for the tight ends, explosive score for the linemen, 10-yard split for defensive ends or edge rushers. Right? There's certain tests for certain positions that you can just really hone in on. Give us the Powerball throwback, people. Come on. Give it back. It was such a good test. That was high school kids. I think I did that in the NFL, but they should do that for linemen at least. Mm-hmm. All right. What's next for us? 2?
2s. Yes, we have 2s. Well,
I probably should have been talking about this during when you were typing it all in.
Oh, no, you're good. Let's see. This is a long list. Here we go. Fernando, the actual first overall pick, is now on the board. As is Shatarian Price, running back from the
Notre Dame. I remember a European family friend came here. And it was like college football time. This a couple of years ago, and they're showing highlights. It's like why is the school called Notre Dame? He's like from Scotland or something. He's like all confused. It's like it's called Notre Dame. It's called Notre Dame in America. It's like what?
Oh, trust me, I have the flip of that because every year I teach a lesson on Notre Dame when we talk about medieval architecture, and I always do it around like mid-December, which gets right around when college football is peaking.
Oh, yeah.
And I get a lot of why are we learning about Notre Dame?
I probably would have said that when I was a kid.
Oh,
yeah. But you talk about the Hunchback? Talk about the Hunchback ever?
You know what? We do go up. I found this really cool virtual tour thing that lets you go up into the rafters, and I'm like, yep, this is where the Hunchback is.
You ever watch that movie?
I've actually never seen it. It's one of the only Disney movies I've never seen.
It is dark. I watched that as a kid. That shit was scary.
Yeah.
Definitely not a kids movie. It's really scary.
Ooh, we got a ton of second round edge rushers. I thought we were starting to get. This rate we're gonna hit. Let's see, Keldrick Falk. Alrighty, we're gonna have some fun here. Malachi Lawrence.
Ooh, my guys.
Someone announced that, like, I think it might have been John Ledgear. Maybe someone said that Malachi Lawrence is his edge one, and I'm like, ooh, that's spicy.
I don't hate it. I think he's gonna have the best career of edges in this draft. He needs time. He needs time. He's not ready. He needs a lot of development. His athleticism is number one for edges, I'd say. Like the thing about Ruben Bain that people don't talk enough about, he's really well coached. Him and Mesidor, they've been coached up to the gills, and that's one thing that worries me about Mesidor is I think he's maxed out.
Right.
He's 25 and has had a lot of coaching. Right, part of the draft is projectability. Well, I think with Mesidor, what you see is what you get.
All right, Brain Cisse, Chris Johnson. Multiple. How many Chris Johnsons are in this draft? My goodness.
Jeez.
Right, I got the right one this time.
That's good.
It's like
Angelo Pons.
I know. Sometimes I try to see if it gives it to me. Because I don't like hitting the apostrophe. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Halsey and McNeil Warren. Man. My goodness, give it to me. Come on. There we go. 52 players.
This is what happens when you get bought out.
Yep. Oh man, here we go. So our cutoff was Jordan Tyson. So we're ranking everyone from McNeil Warren to Fernando Mendoza. So looking at this list, does anyone stand out as your favorite player on this list?
I would say
I've got one.
You go first.
It's still Peter Woods for me.
Yeah?
Can't quite Peter Woods.
I'm okay with that.
He just does something so well. Even with like his downward production last year, it wasn't terrible. Plus he graded well. He's young. Yeah, he's undersized.
Byron Murphy can do it.
As a sophomore. I just think he's a damn good football player that just kind of got cut off in the rut that was Clemson football last year.
I'm fine with that. Go for it.
Who's 20 for you?
For me, kind of funny, but we're kind of going the same direction. It's Caden McDonald. I think he's just an excellent player, man. I think he's just like this. I just love that. Maybe I'm biased towards the Ohio State defense this year because I watched so much of their tape because they were doing so much cool stuff. But like, oh man, he is underrated. He has more juice than people realize. He's got an NFL body, can stop the run. He's still my DT1. He's my DT1.
That's very valid. He is our DT1 on our horizontal boards. If we want to go consistency, I'm fine flipping.
No, it's fine. He's your guy. I'll let you have it.
21.
Can you do something for me?
Yes.
Oh, I was singing the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do something for you. I was like, you want me to flip someone?
Can you do something for me?
Who's my
For
favorite
me,
player?
I'm seeing like Caden Proctor maybe, but like I don't know. I was also kind of thinking, is this the time for Fernando?
I'm kind of thinking that because I mean I like Mendoza.
Yeah, like I told you, my issues, my biggest issues with Mendoza is the fit. You know, I think we both agree upon that. Like, I think his ceiling is like a Kirk Cousins guy, and that's fine.
Yeah, that's
especially with
player
Clint
in the draft.
Kubiak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially with Clint Kubiak too.
Right.
Because I mean, the Shanahan system adores him for some stupid reason. the thing that is really tough for me with Mendoza is he plays in an offense that doesn't exist in the NFL, RPO heavy, right? He probably took 1% of snaps in his college career under center, maybe probably zero at Cal, because they were air raid. It's going to take him at least a year. Kirk should start the year at least half the year. He's got everything he needs under the hood, that I think he'll do totally fine, right? It's just adapting to that NFL style offense that he's probably never played in his life. And a just awful team.
Right. One thing I want to go back for just a second because I just remembered this about Thieneman. So, Joe Goodberry, one of the best Bengals follows, also just one of the best football follows on Twitter. Every year posts his own draft board. And he has got a formula that actually does a really good job of projecting hits based on production, based on tape, based on athletic testing.
Based on tape? How?
He's got film.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it's not perfect. Like sometimes he'll, miss on a guy, either say he will be a hit and he's not. But
no one's perfect.
Honestly pretty reliable.
That's pretty dang good for the draft.
Yeah. He is the number one player in the entire draft.
I mean, if I had it my way, I'm getting to the point where I'd probably have Thieneman at 3 or 4. That's how much I really I hate it because he's a duck, man. But right. And we're not going to change that. We're going to stick to our horizontal board. It's hard to call him a blue chip player, but the way I talk about him, how can I not call him a blue chip player, right? But it's
right.
I see what he's seeing.
Right.
I think to me you got to take downs if you take a safety first, but he's gonna be a Pro Bowl safety. I'm telling you right now, year 1. All right, where are we at now? 22.
We are at 22.
I think this might be Caden Proctor's time.
I can get I've kind of come back the other way with Proctor, where it's I still don't love him as a prospect, but I also think the hate around him is getting a little extreme. Some of the tools he brings to the table, just the
NFL teams like that size and movement ability, right? Right. He needs to lose 15 pounds. Mm-hmm. He is too fat. But if he does, there's going to be teams that run a gap scheme that are like, yes, I want that. And what's his arm length? It's good. I know that.
He's basically all his measurables are the same. Let's see, Caden Proctor here.
He's you can't call him a prototype tackle, but because he exceeds prototypes on some things, right? Because the prototype tackle is Kobe Green. He's a prototype left tackle. When I think
his arms aren't huge. 33 3/8. Not
good
small,
enough.
But
good enough.
It's good enough. Yeah.
You want above 30, 33 probably for a tackle. You probably want close to a 34, 35, but that's fine. Probably wingspan is pretty big on him, right?
Yeah.
Because what's the prototype?
Yeah. They don't list his wingspan here. I wonder if the Beast says his wingspan.
Because what's the prototype for a tackle, right? In my opinion, Trent Williams, right? Long arms, barrel chest, can carry a lot of weight, right? That's what I see as a prototype tackle. That's like Code Green. I mean, just prototype tackle. I saw him out there. People are calling him Baby Trent Williams.
Tackles here. I'm going to the Beast. Let's see if they've got his wingspan on there. Caden Proctor is tackle 4 for Dane Grugler here. Wingspan. Gotta be up there somewhere, right? Yeah, here we go. 81 5/8.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, that'll
one thing I really want in high school recruiting, especially at the big combines, is to measure arm length. That's one thing I really want to see, or like just college teams, just list arm length for the portal when I'm looking at the portal. Because you know me, arm length is one of my, maybe because I became, I really got into this stuff when it was drilled into my brain. The Seahawks will never take a cornerback with less than 32-inch arms. But like, I'm a front seven guy. I'm a D line guy at heart. I watched the 4-3 Seattle Seahawks, long arm Cliff Averill,
Yes.
Chris Clemens. I just, even though I'm say I'm more of an odd defensive guy, I hate 3-4, 4-3 doesn't mean anything anymore. You probably say even or odd, right? I just love that prototype long arm 4-3 defensive end. Oh, just love it. All right, 23. I could talk about defensive end arm length all day.
Who stands out here?
I think this is Omar Cooper.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I think I hear the Omar Cooper music playing. The athleticism stands out. Just the versatility.
Body control. It's body control for him.
That's a big thing.
Because everyone, what clip they're going to play when he gets drafted. It's the Penn State game.
From 3 different angles.
Yeah.
And that'll be his whole highlight. And valid.
And rightfully so.
it's like the Odell Beckham catch. So you can play that on repeat forever, and it works.
Yeah, if that'll play. Here's something spicy for me.
Yeah.
I'm pounding the table for Malachi Lawrence here.
Oh, I'm not. I thought you were going to pound the table for him ahead of Cooper and Proctor, honestly. I was ready for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was in on him before people getting hot about him, before the combine.
He's a good player, man. He really is.
He is a pro. I think I said this last episode. If you want a prototype edge, an edge that doesn't have faults other than just being a little raw,
right.
Malachi Lawrence. Because unlike Shamar Stewart, he actually has production, right?
Yes.
The big issue for Lawrence, through no fault of his own, in my opinion, right? It's not because of play strength, where some other edges really lack with run defense. It is just a technique thing for him. And so getting that run defense up, like I'm to the point where like I'm mocking Malachi Lawrence at 32 to the Seahawks. Like he's my guy there right now.
I see it.
He, we've gotten to know some of the Mike McDonald deal breakers. There's a couple of them. It is 250 pounds plus with no exceptions for defensive ends. No exceptions. Ticks the boxes, man. Ticks the boxes. Must be able to play the run. You can, because the way the Seahawks can play just shell all the game is because they play the run hard with their ends.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to set an edge. That's why there's some guys that people say could be candidates at edge for the Seahawks. I'm like, no way. Mason Thomas, no. Cash Hell, you can make a case, but it's pretty tough there. He's like 252 at probably max weight. It feels like it's like, oh yeah, some players slimmed down for the combine. Mason Thomas and Cash Hell, they bulked for it. Mm-hmm. So it's interesting finding some of those traits out. What are the any things that are like non-negotiables for Duke Tobin?
They've got their thresholds just like anybody, any team. I'm trying to think. I know they love. Well, no, arm length actually has not been a huge thing for them because Hendrickson didn't have long arms, Carl Lawson didn't have long arms. So that's like what I'm saying. Where like if Fane's available at 10, I have no doubt. Because they're not huge sticklers on the long arms. Like obviously they like size, but they haven't been sticklers with it. Like they'll draft a smaller edge guy.
They're willing to go with outliers.
Yeah. For better or for worse. I'm trying to think.
Imagine John Schneider.
Their big thing, every single first-round pick in the Zach Taylor era, with the exception of one, and it's a pretty big one, was 21 years or younger on draft day.
Jamar.
No, it's Burrow.
Oh, younger.
Younger. Yeah. No. So they will not go old with their first round pick ever.
Interesting.
That's why people are like, they're not going to draft the lane at 10. Like, they're not drafting these seniors. Like, they'll do that in the other rounds, but like,
no Keem Mesidor.
They like to get the young guy, Keem Mesidor. They like to get a young guy that's like, showed production at a high level early on in their college career. Burrow being the one exception, because let's be real.
You take Joe Burrow.
That's a pretty obvious exception.
It's that John Schneider. Oh wow, good job picking Andrew Luck.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Imagine 2013 John Schneider meeting D'Angelo Pons. He'd like tell him get the hell out of there.
Go. He'd be like, so are you bringing in the other player? He goes in for the combine meeting, so he's like, hey, how's it going? Where's the guy?
Yeah,
he's bringing him to him. He's like,
can you bring us some more coffees?
Yeah, bring us more coffees. Yeah, exactly. Funny we mentioned that because Pons is actually in contention here for my number 25 guy.
I can't in good faith, man. I can't in good faith. You know how I feel about Pons, right? But
he's so good though.
He is, man. You know what's crazy though, Beau?
He's my number. I'd say looking at
I have been coming around on him, which is the crazy thing. I have been coming around on him, and I'll give it to you. I'll let you have him.
Well, but hear me out, because this is a debate here, because it's between, and I'm trying to look at all of these offensive players too. None of them stand out. There's some guys I like there, but none of them stand out as number 25. None of the edges really stand out. It's between D'Angelo Pons and Jacob Rodriguez.
It's Pons for me.
Jacob Rodriguez. Okay, all right.
I still have some of my reservations. I think Jacob Rodriguez is too fat. He has bad weight. His tests look good. You know who I have at 20? I have someone who I really like. He's been getting a lot more love lately. I think he's going to be an outstanding guard.
231.
Emmanuel Pregnon.
Yeah. I'll give it to you. I'll give him to you at 26.
You can have Jacob Rodriguez next.
Oh, yeah. All right. But talk to me about Pregnon before I do that.
I mean, if you want a guard prototype, just like we were talking about prototypes, that's a guard prototype. What did someone called him Blastoise, which I just like.
I like that. I love that.
That is like pretty spot on. He's just not a shred of bad weight on him. The issue with them older three schools, right? I think he has both zone and gap scheme flexibility. Good mover, highest rated zone blocking O-lineman in via PFF in college. Just huge arms, huge hands, can move, athletic, great body comp. I think he's going to be a good player, man. Whoever gets him in the 20s is going to have a steal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Who do you got next?
After Rodriguez, I'll talk about Rodriguez while I'm coming around on him.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
I have next. That's right. I forgot you picked Rodriguez. Rodriguez is yours.
His testing number, and we can go back and forth with it. We will to a certain extent, but I'll just talk about Rodriguez here. His testing numbers, I think, really opened my eyes with him. Because he obviously was extremely productive this past year. Probably the most productive defense player in all of college football. In fact, I'm going to take away the probably. He was the most productive defense player in college football. Part of that is, he's just going to be a good college player. Won't do much in the NFL. Then he goes to the combine, tests like a stud. And all of a sudden, it recontextualizes things. Level of competition wasn't great. That was something that was a knock on Texas Tech all year. And, they played more the first round or second round, I guess. And it doesn't look too great.
I'll be fair. The defense played good. The defense played good.
Yeah.
That offense was You know what's so funny is I thought their OC as like maybe an up and coming guy could get a head coaching job. Nope, that was horrible.
Nope. So
Texas Tech defense did everything to keep them in that game.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, Rodriguez, just productive team captain.
Heisman campaign
were great. Had a Heisman campaign. Which how many linebackers get a Heisman campaign?
Scooby Wright's the last one I can think of.
Yeah, I know Manti Te'o had one, but
Manti Te'o, yep.
Scooby Wright came after though. So
did Jacob Rodriguez's girlfriend die? I don't think so.
No, that's true. We haven't heard about that yet. Maybe we'll hear about it on draft day.
What if can we do me and you? Let's direct another draft day, right? We'll call it draft night. Have the number one pick, maybe a linebacker, maybe Hawaiian. Have his fake girlfriend die like the day before the draft. And he falls because of it. Or have like the story leak that she was fake or something.
The fact that she was fake has to be what comes out the night before the draft. Yeah, or the night of the draft. Oh, dude, no, we throw all the real world like draft scandals, like we throw the Laramie Tunsil.
Oh God,
too.
That would be a good other draft.
We have a Johnny Manziel.
What do you hear bad about so and so Jeremy Lundsel?
Jeremy Lundsel. We found
or Sonny. We found this video. You're gonna want to see it. You're sounding like that video. That is one of the most incredible things to ever happen on the draft. And I wish I was older so I really could have appreciated it.
You see, it happened when because we had a spring ball practice that day, so I missed it live. I found out about it after the fact. And it's just it's not as crazy after the fact.
Spring ball in April? Wow.
I know. It's the earliest we ever had it. It was the earliest we ever had it. Every other year we start the week after the draft. But that year they just really wanted to make it so we missed the first round of the draft.
How long did you get to practice in the spring?
4 weeks.
We get 2 in June. That's
really?
it.
Oh, we got 4 weeks in May, or 4 weeks in April/May, and then another 4 weeks in June.
Well, do you guys
get all of July?
So you have April, May, June, July off, right? We had July off. We had after camp, after central camp, we were out after.
We weren't. I don't know when you guys started with pads. We weren't allowed to have pads on until August.
We had padded practices in June.
Okay. We never had pad practices in spring.
So we got 12 practices, 9 padded.
Huh. All right. Before we get sidetracked, because we're only a quarter of the way into this big board. Who you got 28?
I think this might be Denzel's time. Wait, no. I've changed my mind. AJ Halsey.
AJ Halsey. I'm like, who's AJ Hall?
Yeah, AJ Halsey.
AJ Hall, the Iowa corner, who's not on the board right now. Like, we see TJ Hall. AJ Halsey. Okay.
Oh my God.
It's like that one video, TJ Hall, the Iowa corner. The New York Finance team.
What do you feel about Palm Beach Pete?
Palm Beach Pete.
Do you know who that is?
No idea. No.
He's a guy who lives in Palm Beach who looks exactly like Jeffrey Epstein. He's like posting videos on like I think it was TikTok. I'm not Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, he's on a beach too. Of course, he's on a beach.
He's in Palm Beach. That's Jeffrey Epstein hung out in Palm Beach.
I know, but like even if he posts a video on a beach,
and then guess what happened?
What?
People found like a picture of him and Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my gosh!
Palm Beach Pete, no.
Oh, never mind. I take back my poor Palm Beach Pete thing.
Well, that's how everyone felt at first when he started making his videos.
What if we found out this whole time Epstein was innocent? It was actually Palm Beach Pete's Island.
All right, who'd you got?
All right, we gotta get away from this topic before we get hunted down by the FBI. All right, AJ Halsey, talk to me about him.
Just phenomenal safety. Like, he's just a natural. He's got the instincts. He's got the athleticism. Like, there's so many safeties. I just really like this class.
All right, 29. 29's me. I like Jake Golday a lot, but I've been kind of steeping into the linebacker well too much. But if he's my top available,
you got to go with it. Positions don't matter,
I
buddy.
think I also like Logan Jones.
Oh, you don't have to tell me about him.
I think I like Jake Golday a little bit more though, just because I just love like the dynamic element that Golday brings to a defense.
You can't quit Zach Bond.
I can't quit Zach Bond. I can't quit Leo Chanel. Like, he's like very.
Oh no, sorry, Leo Chanel or Zach.
Leo
Bond,
Chanel, yeah. I mean, even Zach Bond, because he had some, star.
Hey, buddy, I was on him first. I was on both of those guys first.
That's right. So, he's just such a good player, man. I love that. It's like we got Leo Chanel at home. He's even already in Cincinnati. That's why they didn't sign Leo Chanel. They had Leo Chanel at home. He's just damn good football player.
Speaking of things at home, we got a quarterback out of your neck of the woods for the Huskies.
Yeah.
Desert Edge.
Right.
Is Desert Edge near you?
Not even close. That's up in Phoenix area.
Oh, well, Phoenix isn't that far away from you.
Okay, I mean, it's not far. It's an hour and a half, but yeah.
Was that really an hour and a half away?
Yeah, roughly.
It felt like 45 minutes. Damn.
Oh, no. It's Goodyear High School. Or not Goodyear. No, sorry. Desert Edge in Goodyear, Arizona. Goodyear's a little bit further.
Well, I guess Phoenix does sprawl.
Right. Phoenix has a ton of sprawl to it. Yeah, I mean, so Goodyear is closer to like what?
Okay, yeah. So, and Glendale's a trek.
Yeah. Not because of distance, because of traffic.
God, that was awful.
Oh,
that was brutal.
Yeah, we were there forever.
Thank God the Seahawks won.
Yeah, right? Oh, that would have been brutal. That would have been brutal coming out. They did. That was the year Arizona was respectable, too.
Yeah.
1 year in the Gannon era.
All right. It's my pick. I'm going to echo you. Logan Jones. I think this time's here. Top 30, first round grade, baby.
Let's go. Welcome to the first round, Logan Jones. He's a good player.
I mean, I've talked about him so much that I've talked about him for like over a year, it feels like. He's incredible. He's like, there's some guys in this draft that are a little underrated. And I'm like, these guys are going to be such good players. And you're doing the same, right? Logan Jones, Jake Golday, Malachi Lawrence. There's just guys in here. They're going to be damn good players, man.
So I'm not going to go with these linebackers. I got the two linebackers I like.
You got your guys.
Edge. Moores. I like Moore. I do like Moore, and I like Acus. I like both those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mesidor. I mean, I think looking at who's available here, I think Mesidor's probably the best player.
I'd agree with you.
Him or Banks.
Banks with that injury is way down right now.
Yeah, that's fair. We could probably wait on Banks.
I'm waiting on Banks for a while, man. I can't have him in the top 40. It's that injury is so scary because it's like at that weight, that's gonna be an issue his whole career.
Where do you think you mentioned someone there before I said Banks, didn't you?
Oh, I agree with you on Mesidor.
Okay, we'll throw him at 31 then. Just to obviously kind of a finished product. I mean, age absolutely a concern, but
like
I think he's a more refined pass rusher right now than any of the guys.
Absolutely. Jason Taylor, Dolphins or former Dolphins player, Miami's D-line coach,
Yeah.
just coached both of them up so well. You know, like I said, Akeem Mesdorf's maxed out in my opinion, but he's maxed out into a fine, solid player.
Yeah, he's gonna be a good player.
But you know, he's not going to be an elite player, right? He's going to be a fine, solid player. You can set an edge, he can give you some juice, right? But there's no more athletic upside, right? There's not much more coaching you can squeeze out of him, right? What you see is what you get with them, and what you see is a good player, not a great player.
Yeah, no. Second shout out for Goodberry on this pod. But one thing he said recently that I think as a great point actually is with the older prospects, you're not necessarily worried about that because everyone always brings up, oh, they're going to be a single contract player. What are they going to be like by the time they get to their second contract? And yeah, that's fair, but that's not the primary concern. The primary concern with the older prospects is like, why did it take till they were 24 years old and they were 3 years younger than the guys that are, or 3 years older than the guys they're going against for them to start dominating?
Like, what's interesting about Mesidor though, he was playing inside at 280 before, right?
Right.
They slimmed him
That's
down.
true.
So that's the argument you can make about him. But that is a good point, right? Men amongst boys. My 32, got to give a first round pick to our boy,
yes.
Denzel Boston. Just looking at players at the board, solid player, right? Fans are overthinking this in ways NFL teams are not.
I think he moves a lot better than what people associate with a receiver his size.
I agree. I mean, hey, here's how you know. Bo. What receivers like him have punt return touchdowns in college? Not many. Denzel had one this year.
Very, very few.
So watch that. Right. Yeah, it's against UC Davis. Whatever. It's if you want watch shiftiness there. He has some great shiftiness there. That's what punt returns are about. You don't see. There's a reason you don't see punt returns be that height, right?
Right.
You know, NFL GMs have seen this kind of player for years and years and years, and they like him. They draft them, and they know what to look for with these kinds of players. They know what they're seeing. We're hearing these first-round pick from sources. Trust the NFL on this one.
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
I think it's Caleb Lomu time.
I like it. He was due.
He's been one that I've debated for a few picks now, and I think at this point it's got to happen. He's very I think he's just starting to be very underrated.
I agree.
Like people having like Freeling people the fact that Freeling and Proctor, not necessarily Proctor, I get it with Proctor. The fact that Freeling is getting talked, or Rutledge too. Like those guys getting like first round. I mean, in Freeling's case, getting like top 10 hype, and it's like Lomu's a better player than them right now. And I like Keelan Rutledge. I don't want to hate on Keelan Rutledge, but I think Lomu's a better player than the guys that are getting talked about way higher.
I agree. Can you scroll up to me for me?
Yes, I can.
I think this is CJ Allen time.
Okay.
This is CJ Allen time for me.
I can get behind it.
Third column. Let's go.
Third column. We're here. We made it. Let's see. Hold on. Will third round get us to 100? Let's see. Just out of curiosity. It's 23, 24, 25%. Nope, not quite. Fourth round absolutely will. Oh, yeah. Fourth round will get us way past it. All right.
What are we at? How many in the third round do we have?
In the third round, we have, let's see, let me recount. Third round will get us to, let's see, we're finishing at 51. Third round will get us to 88.
It won't be hard to pick 12 players out of the fourth.
Right. Honestly, we could even just eyeball it. We don't have to add them all and cut them down. Okay. I'm up here at 35. I think, man, Jadarian Price. Here we go. RB2, finally on the board. I don't know. This is starting to get to the tier where it's like I like these guys, but are they 35th best player? I think if you look at it, I think Jadarian Price is probably the biggest year one difference maker here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pending the health of Banks, obviously.
For me, I think it's TJ Parker time. He can set an edge. He's a two-way defensive end in the ways that the other ones around here aren't.
Right.
You either have run stoppers or pass rushers. Not both. He's probably the last one of them. Now, he's much better at stopping the run than the pass rush, but still he's got juice.
All right. Yeah, you could have had him earlier, and I wouldn't have pushed back on him too much, honestly. He's good.
Honestly, yeah.
And getting slept on. Who do I like here? I like Johnson. I like Cisse. I'm thinking Cisse. I like Garrett Derrick. I like the two edge rushers here too. Falk, I don't want to. I don't know. Do I stick with my reputation as being a Falk hater? I think Falk's probably of the players left. Falk's the most likely to actually go in the first round. But do I care?
I've been hearing some stuff that he might be slipping out of it, but I don't know, because when you
it's not our job here to care about that. It's our job here to value the player.
Absolutely, you know how I feel about him.
Yeah. You know what? Since it is our job to value the player, Derek Moore is going to be my next guy.
All right.
He just has such an awesome power profile. I love the way he plays.
That Senior Bowl, man.
Senior Bowl was phenomenal. Him and Akis are similar players. Like, you could say Akis is the very next player off the board, and I wouldn't complain about it. I just think more his Senior Bowl performance is what puts him a little bit ahead of Akis for me.
I was actually going to go Akis next, so you read my mind, my friend.
I teased it.
We can read each other's minds. That's why we're the best in the biz.
That's right. All right, I'll let you. Since I spoiled it for you, I'll let you take 39.
Oh, thank you. I think this might be Chris Johnson time.
Okay, that's what I was kind of. I like that. Yeah, he's a good player. Look at that. We got a little size breakdown if we hit the arrow.
Oh, just a phenomenal zone corner. There's he's a big reason why that San Diego State defense was so good.
Absolutely. All right, we're in our last
final stretch.
12 spot. Last 12 spots of round 2 here. All right. Well, we talked about it. We can't take him ahead of 40, so I think 40 is the right spot. I think of all the players here, the one that gets me excited the most is Caleb Banks. So,
you know how I feel about Caleb Banks at 40.
Yeah,
I think that's enough of a tumble because he'd be a top 10 player without that injury.
Yeah. All right, 41. You're up.
It's Keldrick Falk.
I think this list. We've humbled him enough. Keldrick, you're watching this. I know you've been waiting for your name. I know you were expecting it probably about 20 spots ago. You've waited.
Why did you wait so long?
I'm just impressed he's still watching an hour and 24 in. Yeah, honestly, I mean, for as much as I've criticized him, he's an elite run defensive end, and there's value.
I think we've talked about Falk many times, and there is value, especially in the right team in the right area, right? If you're playing the NFC West, the AFC North, if you're maybe not as much right now, right? Because you got
like a running back heavy division.
NFC North, NFC West. It is important to stop the running. A division with a lot of Shanahan, McVay, disciples as coaches who thrive on heavy run game, right? That I mean, the entire NFC West is Shanahan McVay system,
Mhm.
the entire division, which is hilarious.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any other division like that. Right? Let me think real quick. Not the.
It's like Jeff Winger on the pilot of Community.
Yeah.
Finally get to Keltrick Falk at 42, and you're like, I see your value now.
NFC South, no. What NFC South? Kellen Moore, not really. Yeah, but not Stefanski. AFC South? Ooh, AFC South might be.
Taylor.
Yes, it is. No, wait. Sala, um, Ryans, Cohen. Oh, but not Steichen. Oh, so close. Yeah, only the second closest is the AFC South. That's it.
Mhm.
The NFC North is you got two Shanahan McVay, but then you got the Ben Johnson system, which is heavy run though still. So if you're in the NFC West, NFC North, or AFC South, take Kelvin Falk. That's the whole argument. All right, who's next? Is it me or you?
No, I think it's mine.
All right, take a couple. I'm gonna use the restroom.
All right, you're good. I think it's time for Monroe Freeling. I've pushed back on some stuff with him. I pushed back on the top 10 hype, but at this point, I think the tools are fantastic from a size and athleticism perspective. I think the pass protection ability is there. He needs to improve technically for sure. But I do think that he's gonna go probably fairly high in the first round, so I don't think 42 will be represent where he goes. But I also do think he's a good enough player that you feel good about that there, and you just gotta appreciate the tools that he brings to the table. As for 43, I'm thinking Cisse. Thinking Howell. I think it's between Cisse and Howell for me here. I'm probably I'm gonna go Brandon Cisse. I think the athleticism was superb, and not obviously a different position from Emanwari, who was the South Carolina DB last year that went this range, and to be really dang good. But he's also just again kind of like a former teammate, athletically very 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 gifted. Some stuff that you can't teach there. Size is good, 6'1", 190 for PFF. There you go. Cited it. And yeah, I think if you're taking him in this range, I think you're ultimately gonna be pretty happy. And now the board getting less guys that you're like excited about. I love the versatility of Concepcion, that's for sure. I think that's something I'm valuing in this spot. Zion Young's also very tempting. I like the athleticism, experience, production that Hill brings to the table as well. Cassius Howell already talked about a little bit. I'll go Howell here. I think production was obviously phenomenal this past year. There's some red flags with his measurables for sure, especially the arm length. But ultimately, does enough well on the field, and just a very, very, very intelligent player, like Rob's talking about before on this podcast. Is this the Concepcion spot? Probably not quite, but we're getting close. Bunker Heights. That's why I like having the back and forth with Rob, because I'm conflicted. There's a reason these are all second-round grades. You know, it's guys that I like but don't love. Screw it. I love me some versatility. I'll go Casey Concepcion. I think he's able to do some phenomenal things on the football field that, can impact multiple areas of the game, offensively and special teams. He's going to be the best returner in this class from day one. And there's value in that. Special teams, obviously, as the Seahawks showed, is a very, very important part of the game of football. So the fact that he's going to be able to step in and play a Rashid Shaheed-like role, most likely, in whatever team drafts him, not one-on-one, obviously, but, similar in how he's used, I think there's a lot of value in that. That's why I like Concepcion there at 45. Kevin Concepcion, of course. Let's see. Down to our final guys here. So we're building it live. Folks. Zion Young. Zion Young does an interesting power profile. What are you measuring at? 6'5", 262. Okay, I feel good about you. I think that's probably about right. Taking this in the power profile, I think it's a little more limited than some of these other guys. Might not have the production. Might not necessarily come out and dominate. But I think if you can unlock some of the skills that he does have from a pure athletic standpoint, he could be a stud for you. He's definitely got the size, 6'6", 262. So you're going to be looking at a guy that's going to come in and hopefully be able to bat down some balls right away as well. Oh, man. Final five. How many in a row have I done? I did Freeling, Cisse, Howell, Concepcion. Final five here. I think Bell's going to be the bottom here. I feel pretty good that Bell's probably going to be my bottom. This is where I go McNeil Warren. No. I think it's going to be one of these two offensive lines. I think it's going to be both the offensive line. They're going to be next up here. I'll go Dunker. I'll go Dunker and then Height. Height's close to being second. I'm going to go Height first, actually. He's close to being center one. I like the versatility that Dunker brings to the table. I think he can move from side to guard if you need him to. But I think Height's going to come in and be a really, really good center from day one. While Dunker might not be quite as productive immediately, but there's some stuff there. Bell's going to be 51. And the question now becomes Dunker versus McNeil Warren. Or sorry, not Dunker. McNeil Warren versus Anthony Hill. Late, folks. It's at midnight. Welcome to April 11th. I'll go with Hill. I think both very productive players, but I think the athletic testing favors Hill for sure. And there's value. So there's our top 51. I'll make sure before I start adding guys, make sure Rob is able to get a look at it. See how I rank these last 10 guys here. Waits. I guess now is a good time to plug again. During the draft, we will be streaming all 7 rounds. Rob might have to miss parts of day 3, but that's okay. All 7 rounds you'll find here on YouTube. YouTube only. West Coast Draft Podcast. So subscribe, stay tuned. We're going to have a great time reacting live to all 200 and however many picks there are. I can never keep track of all these comp picks. Post in the comments how many picks are in the whole draft so I can look like a fool. But yeah, be here for that stream. It's going to be a great time. We'll answer questions, react live to all the picks. Last year, I had a pretty great crash out after the Shamar Stewart pick. So be here for the recreation of that potentially. Man, Rob is taking his sweet time coming back here. I'm gonna pop off real fast. Sorry, I know it's not the most engaging stream at the moment, but I'll be right back. Oh, perfect time. Never mind. He's back. He's back. I was able to get.
I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long.
No, you're good. I'm gonna pop off for just a second too.
Yeah, absolutely.
42 through 51. So give me your thoughts. Feel free to make any adjustments too.
Okay. I like what I'm seeing. I think the only thing I would change, I think I'd put Freeling below Cisse and Howell. I think Freeling needs a lot of work. I think he fits better in a zone scheme for sure. And he was playing in a for sure a gap scheme at Georgia. But play strength's an issue for him. He's got all the athleticism in the world, but that only does so much. I mean, we see underdeveloped tackles who are very athletic like him have a real tough time adapting to the NFL when you're going up against grown-ass men in the trenches. So play strength's going to be an issue for him. I don't care about his athleticism. There's plenty of very athletic linemen that have much better tape than him. Those are the guys going in the spots where Freeling is projected, right? So I'm very low on him. I like Cisse's game, really athletic, great man cover corner, needs some work in zone. Cassius Howell, probably the most athletic edge rusher in this class, fights hard in the run game. You know that for him in the run game, effort isn't an issue. It is not. There are some physical limitations, but his juice off the edge is worth a second-round pick, I think, for a lot of teams. And his juice off the edge has him rated higher than Freeling for me. He's one of my guys, warts and all, for him. And there's plenty of them with those T-Rex arms, but he's someone that I think he's going to make a name for himself in a small role in the NFL. He's got that elite twitch that you can't coach. It's a gift from God. Is his kind of twitch. Because if you are able to be successful with those arms, there's a reason. Other than that, I really like how you rounded this out. I'm not the highest on Bell or McNeil Warren, so I'm probably far from there. Sam Height and Jennings Dunker's pretty close. I think Height is definitely a bit more of a finished project compared to Jennings Dunker, but I mean he's a very funny fun projection. I think he's definitely probably don't want to play him year one. Maybe you could if you really need to, but he's the one that you want to develop a little bit. Athleticism wasn't as good as hoped for, I think, with Dunker. His game tape is really what sells you. I'm definitely giving grace to the people who have to come up with big boards for sure.
Yeah, right. Not easy.
It's
That's
not
funny.
easy.
Pretty much everything you said, I mirrored before you said it. I said Bell's can beat my bottom. I said basically everything you said about Freeling, but I gave him a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt. But I'm fine having him below Cisse and Howell.
I can. The thing for me, I can see what those two can do year one. I can't see what they can do, what Freeling can do.
That's fair. And then I also said Height and Dunker. I was debating for a while, so it's funny you said those guys are close.
Oh, that's awesome. It's great minds think alike, as we said.
There you go. There you go. All right, time to add the third round here.
Let's go.
Not quite as many guys in the third round.
We had the most incredible weather for the last week. It's been awesome. I don't know what it's been like in Arizona. I think it's pretty hot, right?
It's starting to get there. It was been our first baseball game yesterday, and actually
nice.
Pretty nice. That felt pretty nice. Today was a little bit warmer. Not overwhelming, so though.
That's good. How's the squad looking for baseball?
We're getting there. I will say, I think. Well, I'll just say this. I'll say this on the air. Our big issue is just refinement in the field, in the sense that we lost almost entirely off players. Like if we just clean up the defensive side of it, and it was our first game, right?
Yeah.
Somewhat of a younger team, so you expect some errors. We had clean those up, and it might have been a different game. But I mean, fuck no, I'm not going to complain about that. It's not the end of the world. We're actually able to get some solid contact. Got we were getting killed after the first two innings, so the fact that we're able to come back a little bit is encouraging. And I think I liked our hitting. I liked our pitching. So just gotta.
Those are fixable.
On the defensive side. Yep. Some refinement in the field. Oh, I haven't been. Oh my goodness! I just realized I haven't been hitting the button to actually add the guys. I've just been searching them.
Oh no.
That's fine. That's okay. It only wastes 30 seconds.
Yeah. Appreciate you doing this.
All good. It's my pleasure.
Is there a work for Chick-fil-A?
That's right. First, if you want to talk about any of these guys as I type them out.
Yeah. I definitely think the receivers that we're talking about are probably going to be a bit lower. Definitely feeling a gap here for the other talented guys that were going to be in this round.
Mm-hmm.
Especially is it third or fourth round that we have a lot of DBs?
It is the fourth round where we have a ton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blair, Stowers.
Some fun tight ends in this area. Justin Jolly.
My guy. That's right. I remember a third round tight end was the round of the tight ends for me.
It is.
Like 3 of my guys are in this round right here. Max. This is right around where I realized I was actually adding guys. I was just typing their names in. Rutledge, Chase Santis.
Kind of funny that there's a Rutledge and a Rutledge coming out of Georgia schools who both play guard.
That's true. Grayson Halton, one of my guys.
Oh yeah.
Daryl Jackson Jr., another one of my guys. Man, I'm gonna love this third round.
This could be fun.
Trading Stukes coming up here pretty soon.
At a Seahawks visit, I think there's a high chance he's a Seahawk. I'm telling you right now. Maybe they'll play him at nickel and move Spoon to outside corner.
Joshua Josephs.
Another one of the few like archetype edges in this class.
Heights.
I still don't believe his measurements, man.
Side Trotter. Keontae Scott. Keith Abney. Jalen Kilgore. Big fan of his. Zakeem
Excellent name.
Wheatley.
Man,
And-
take a South Carolina DB after this year. I think you'll be
Yeah.
you'll be happy.
All right, there we go. There's our third round for everyone from Stukes to Basantis here. Who, and because I took those last 10, I'll let you get some runway here.
All right.
Who's your favorite player that you see on this?
I'd probably say Joshua Josephs.
I like that. I like that. Again, more the prototype guy there. I'll let you get a couple in.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Next one, your guys, one of your guys. Which one do you think?
Trying to think. He's one of my guys that you would also value.
On the defensive line,
Oh, that's got to be Grayson Halton, right?
of course, stud.
That's right. Oh, dude. Oh, I love that. I love that. He's going to be a role player, but he's going to do that role so well.
He's like Cassius Howell as a role player, right? You know his
Yeah.
role. He's going to do a really good job in it.
Mhm.
I'm thinking Eli Stowers here.
All right, dude. Just bet on athleticism. I do not hate on that, especially at the
At tight end, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a big athlete, right? Small athletes scare me
Yeah.
at tight end. Big athletes,
Well,
basketball players. Basketball.
He's-
Players. That's
It's funny. He's already tall, and then he broke the combine record for the vertical. It's like
red
that
zone,
one.
end zone fade, baby. Goal line.
I guess
fade.
he's only 6'4". I thought he was like 6'6". He's only 6'4".
I thought he was taller too.
Yeah.
He's definitely. Hopefully, he has some big cleats. I'll do two more.
Okay.
Next, honestly, let's go trading Stukes, man. I've really come along this game.
one. Yeah. Oh, he's already there. Perfect. That makes
Oh,
sense.
perfect. Okay. Give me a scroll up on the right, just so I'm not missing anybody.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Your guys this year.
I know, but I can't put him that high. You know, the size is an issue for sure. I think I'm going to be chalky here. Two guys back to back, keep them where they are. Trading Stukes and Zakeem Wheatley. Yeah.
All right. I like it. All right. I'm up then here. Actually, funny enough, I like Jalen Kilgore too.
Let's be chalky.
Do I want to be chalky? I like Jalen Kilgore.
Elite safety name, by the way.
I do love Oscar Delp. I like Connor Liu in this range as well. At center.
Dude, there's some great names. Jake Slaughter, Kilgore.
I think I'm deciding
Kilgore.
between Delp, Kilgore, and Liu.
I like all of those guys.
It would be kind of funny to say
Place
Kilgore.
all three of them. Place all three of them.
All right, I'll do
Because
it.
I'm
Now I want to just debate the order here. Delp, Kilgore, I think. Obviously, and this isn't me saying he's gonna be this guy, but I think Kilgore is similar to Emanwari in that he's just a versatile defensive back with a lot of athleticism that's going to come in and be able to contribute your
South
now,
Carolina DB coach needs to get an NFL job, man. He's been going crazy.
Yeah, that's a JC Horn just a few years ago too. Turned into one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah.
I think I'll go Kilgore, Lou, Delp would be how
I like that.
And that's not me hating on Delp, but you know how much I love him. But I think Delp a little bit more of a projection. I think Lou's going to step in and be a starting center someone year one and be really good at it. And I just think Kilgore is such a fun piece in the secondary.
Oh yeah. I think this might be Mike Washington's time.
I can get behind that. 60 around there, yeah. I could get behind that. I'm trying to see if there's someone else that I'd take above him. There's not many, if any. No, honestly, yeah, I would agree with that range. I've got my issues with his film, but his testing really opened my eyes.
If
what he could be capable of. Yeah, I coach him up a bit, which older, some wear in the tires, don't love that, but
he doesn't show it with that speed.
Yeah, he tests it like a freak. Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, you know what you're getting out of a running back, and it's not a long time, right? You're squeezing every drop out of running backs in a zone system. I see like that's just how I'm viewing running back scouting, right? Is just I'm looking at zone systems and who has the vision and has the athleticism. That's it. And that's why I'm higher than you on Mike Washington, I'd say. Because that speed it gets me excited. You know, that's something that you can't coach, especially at that size.
Right.
Now, how is someone that fast, that big, that strong, a freaking fumbler? I don't know.
All right, let's see. I got the next one here. I like Darrell Jackson Jr. I think I'm debating between Darrell Jackson Jr. and Keontae Scott.
Yeah.
And Rutledge. Ooh, I got to throw Rutledge in there.
Oh, yeah. True.
I got to throw those three.
This is his range for sure.
I'm going to move Rutledge up. I don't know. I'm only going to pick one of these guys.
You can place them. It's fine. Those are all guys that I agree with you on, with Jackson and Rutledge and Scott. Like that.
I think I'll go Rutledge first. Part of me thinks he's going to go first between these three, so that's part of it. Another part of me just thinks he's going to be able to come in, like you said, Tate Rutledge. I think he's going to step in as a right guard year one.
Gap scheme guy for sure.
Yep, definitely. I think I'll go Scott above Jackson just because of how valuable nickel corner is in the NFL these days. I think he's more valuable.
He plays.
Why did Darrell Jackson Jr. as an edge rusher? He's a nose tackle. Anyway.
In that scheme that he plays in Miami, get him into a Mike McDonald-tree defense. He knows how to do it already. He knows what he needs to do already.
Oh, Keontae Scott. Seattle.
It's the same with Traden Stukes this year too. He played that 4-2-5 kind of strong safety position. You know, that star position. That that system probably in a third of NFL teams right now. Maybe not a quarter. Let's see here. Seattle, Vegas, because Clint said he's running it. San Diego, Baltimore. Where did Weaver go?
Weaver, he's Baltimore.
Oh, not Weaver. The guy who was in Tennessee last year.
Oh, I think he went to the Giants, I want to say.
Yep, that's right. Giants. Okay, maybe I overestimated the reach. but that's still 7 teams. There's gonna be a place. There's gonna be a place for him. That's a really, really important position because that's the Nick Warning. That's the Kyle Hamilton spot.
Yep.
Now those guys are, one-of-one athletes.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Keontae Scott is not Nicky Manwari or Kyle Hamilton, to be
But-
clear.
But like having that kind of athleticism really helps in that position. But that position is about being able to cover the zone and being smart. A lot of different zone coverages you got to worry about there, and Keontae Scott can absolutely do it. Absolutely. All right. For me, I'm thinking Jake Slaughter pretty soon. Romello Height in this range, I'm pretty happy with. Can you scroll down just to make sure I'm not missing anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, Max Clare too. Yeah. Can you pull those 3 up for me?
Yep, I got you. I'll make those the next 3 on the board, and I'll let you order them once they're there. Max Clare, Romello Heights, Jake Slaughter. There it is.
I think I'm gonna go Clare, Slaughter, Height.
All right, I like it.
I think Max Clare has that true Y tight end that really translates to the NFL that we've been seeing lately. That are kind of taking day 2, that maybe take a year, but really translate, offer a lot in the blocking game, and then can be a big target, right? So I think he's going to surprise some people because, man, they just can't figure out how to use. It's gotten better lately, but like they just can't figure out how to use tight ends at Ohio State, man. Jake Slaughter, your chemistry teacher, just a solid center, going to have a good career. Romello Height was the Robin to David Bailey's Batman. I was surprised at what his measurements were compared to what he looks like. Like even standing next to David Bailey at the combine, it's like this guy has an end body type unlike David Bailey. He has more of that prototypical height, weight, body frame. And did show some good tape at Texas Tech that probably got overshadowed a bit by David Bailey. This will be a solid role-playing defensive end. You're up. You want to pick 3?
I will do that. And I've got a fun idea for what we'll do with round 4 to finish off too. Bryce Lane's gonna be one of the 3. Bryce Lane's gonna be one of the 3. 100%.
What if Bryce
Lance receivers? It might be these 3 receivers right here: Lance, Hurst, and Bell.
What if Bryce Lance starts dating Colin Cowherd's daughter?
Oh, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
Go get him, Bryce.
Go get him, Bryce. Yeah, Bryce Lance is gonna be one of the 3 for sure. Like Keith Apney. Oh, I like Josiah Trotter too. You know what? I'm not going to just do 3 receivers. I'm going to do Bryce Lance. I'm going to do Josiah Trotter. No. Go lineman. Jolly? No. Little lower
like that.
I love Jolly. He makes me quite jolly. But you know what? It might be Jolly. I'm trying to think. What do I prefer, Hurst, Bell, or Jolly? Between the 3 of them. I'll go Skylar Bell. I think he's probably one of the best here. And now those 3. I might go Trotter first, honestly. I just think his athleticism. He's a super young player, good athleticism, captain, good production. Like he's a guy that I think if
he transferred and became a captain.
Yeah, so that's big time. Lance is one of my guys, but I'm gonna have Skylar Bell ahead of him. Actually, we had him above him on the horizontal board. Horizontal board does still have value here. B, I just think they're both very dynamic, but I think Bell offers you a little bit more as far as what you can do with him. I think Lance is a little bit more shoehorned into a very specific role, where I think Bell's a little bit more dynamic in how you can use him in the offense.
Yeah.
A little bit less of a role player, I guess what I'm trying to say. I love me some versatility. What can I say? Keith Abney would be my number 4. It'd been Abney or Hurst would have been my 4. Or Jolly. Oh, okay. Never mind. I could have had a few 4s. I could have put 6 guys there if you'd let me. But I'll stick with the rules.
Okay, my turn. We're gonna go. I think it's time to end Chase Besantis' slide. I think he's fallen far enough.
Yeah, that's fair. I thought you were gonna say Kyle Lewis.
He's next.
I knew it.
And I think I'll go Skylar Bell.
Okay. Wait, Skylar Bell?
Oh wait, no, you already got him. Oh, I thought you chose.
I just took Skylar Bell.
My bad. I'm kind of feeling Ted Hurst. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. You took one of my guys. So that's fine. Good. Yeah. Ultimately, he needs the earlier representation. So I'm behind that. All right. Let's see where we at. Right there. All right. Here we go. All right. How would these 3 stack up for you?
Oh, I stacked it up the way I wanted to.
Oh, perfect. There you go. All right. Talk to me about these 3 then.
Besantis, I think, is a solid guard, right? I think he's been getting too much attention, right? This is where I think he probably should go. This is kind of a little course correction almost. Just he's gonna be a solid guard. Kyle Lewis, team captain at Pitt, decided to stay there when he got offers to leave, which I think NFL teams really like. Excellent coverage skills. He just, man, if he wasn't so small, he'd be a really high pick, because he's just one of my favorite players in the draft. Absolute dog. Just and the way he plays the run, you wouldn't think he's that small. I'll say that. Like, he's just great zone coverage, high character, plays hard. Oh, just everything you like in a linebacker. And then Ted Hurst, I mean, explosive, I'd say for sure. He's just watch the tape. The tape speaks for itself. It's at a lower level, but it's fun.
You don't like the Sun Belt? The Fun Belt?
I think it's not really lower level. Probably wasn't the best word, but he's not up against.
No. You're absolutely right. I'm giving you a hard time. You're absolutely right.
I do love the Fun Belt, but it's not not against prime competition.
It's not SEC. It's not SEC.
Yeah, but put the tape on, and you'll see what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got 3 here. Well, Jolly is going to be one of those 3 for sure. It's RIT's team. Abney's going to be one of the other ones because RIT's team. Do I go with our boy Jeremy? Do I go Ty Simpson maybe? No, I don't like Ty Simpson. Do I go with tackles? One of the tackles here. I like Blake Miller. I like Lee Hunter. I don't know Lee Hunter, honestly. I think he does a lot of stuff.
This is his range.
He does a lot of stuff well. And also, shout out to Josiah Trotter for being player 6'7". Anyways.
We missed it.
I know. I meant to bring it up. I saw it coming when your last pick was 66. I meant to bring it up, and I missed it. That's
all right. My turn. I'm going to go.
Guys up yet. I'm probably gonna go Hunter. I'm gonna go Hunter. I think, obviously a little bit limited athletically, but I mean, what he does well is just like a penetrating nose tackle. He does so well. Jolly. Hey, I'll stick with Jolly right here. I gotta pop out again real fast.
You're fine. I'll start ranking some guys.
Yeah.
All right. I think I'm going to go offensive lineman here. Some of the tackles, I think it's time for them. I think I'd go Blake Miller, has plus athleticism, kind of has the same problem as Monroe Freeling. It's going to take some time for him. After that, it's going to be Caleb Tiernan. I think he's a bit more athletically ready, especially playing in the Big Ten. But the big thing about him, super, super, super smart. Northwestern lineman. I mean, come on. Uh, he's someone I think is just he's gonna be a solid NFL guard. He's gonna be a solid NFL guard. But he could play tackle. He's not shoehorned into playing guard for sure, but I think that's where he's probably going to end up at. After that, I think it's time for Denai Dennis Sutton. He's got the right frame. Wasn't as exciting athletically this season as we probably hoped for after, with Penn State being a freak factory for edges. You're thinking about Octo Carter, Chop Robinson, all those guys, right? He's not that, but he has the frame. He is explosive on tape. His combine testing was a little disappointing, but I think there's going to be teams, especially teams that care about run defense, care about size, that are definitely going to be willing to take that chance on him and pick him up. After that, I think I start getting into maybe Jalen Farmer, maybe Dominique Orange, Big Citrus, as well as Brazil. I think the thing about Brazil that's tricky is I think there's going to be a lot of teams in the NFL that are going to be worried about how the Tennessee offense translates to the NFL. For those that don't know too well, they love wide splits. They maximize using them to their advantage, which is very cool. It works great in college. That was kind of an offshoot of that kind of Gus Malzahn scheme. It's become the beer and shoot, vertical choice, art browse, passing concepts, and a lot of kind of iterations on the buck sweep game from Malzahn that has led to counter bash. It's led to what's the name of this run? Dart, as well as just normal buck, right? So they play against like freaking 6, 5, 4-man boxes to deal with those splits and some of the ways that they exploit them with their route tree and screen game. That leads to that running game being helpful. It gives the receivers one-on-ones later, right? So you just got to be really careful with those kinds of receivers. But, I mean, Chris Brazil was built in a lab, but he kind of falls into that trap of, is he a great athlete or a great football player, right? Chris Brazil in another world would be like a decathlon superstar. He can run, jump, do everything you could want him for, built in a lab. Still, had some, wasn't the most productive in the world at Tennessee. So it's like, if you can't be productive there, can you be productive in the NFL? But the NFL loves big receivers. They love fast receivers. You got it both in him. Kind of looking like I'm blanking on his name, but he went to Las Vegas. Had a decent year as a rookie. Had horribly ugly arm sleeves. I think that's the kind of guy you're looking at. You're not getting Megatron. Just shutting my window. It's getting a little chilly in here. But he's a receiver that needs a lot of polish. Someone like Jeremy Bernard definitely needs less polish, but doesn't have the athleticism of Chris Brazil or Zach Branch. What's up? Welcome back.
Who you were thinking of, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, so the guys I brought up were
Miller, I think, was the first one.
Blake Miller, Caleb Tiernan, and Big Citrus. No, Denai Sutton. And that's the rank I'd give them. Yep, in that order.
Okay, perfect. You started talking about some other guys. We can just carry the order forward unless you were just talking.
I was just talking about a little bit. Like I had Dominic Orange, Jalen Farmer, were some of the guys I talked about next. I talked about Brazil and Jeremy, but I'm flexible on.
I'm fine moving those guys up.
I had Farmer over Citrus.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, no, that works. I don't have any issues with anything there. Next up at 83, I think this is where Christian Miller's slide falls. I've been a little bit more critical of Miller than a lot of people have been, and just that I don't. There's nothing there that like really gets me excited. Like, yeah, his size is excellent, but if you look at like, for example, like his production wasn't anything necessarily to write home about. Like 4 sacks as a redshirt junior, 4-year player, and hit 4 sacks.
This is football, not a modeling competition. You know, if you care about his size and physique, go to a runway.
The traits are there though, and I value that. You know, this is where we had Shamar Stewart last year. So you know, I think he's a good enough player for 83. Next up here, I like Matt Goldman at 84. I'll just keep him right there. I think he's going to step in. He might not be a starting center year one, but he's got some interior offensive line versatility. You can play him at guard spots as well. Just find a spot for him on the interior. And I think he'll just head up strong. I think he's got a solid anchor behind him. Again, not really a plus athlete. Probably going to have to be a gap guy, but he's got good strength. He's got good anchor.
Well, okay. I'm just playing total semantics here and being a pain. I hate that you said not a plus athlete, so we'll probably have to be a gap scheme guy. It's not about athleticism; it's about movement, right? Because strength is still athleticism. I'm being annoying, but still.
No. You're right. Fair. That's fair. And then lastly here, I'll finish off with Emmett Johnson because I like what he's able to do as a pass catching running back. Now he's only really able to do much as pass catching running back right now, but I like that he for the niche he fits. He does it very, very, very well.
I agree.
He could be like a Gio Bernard type. I think
that's a fun comp.
So, and you get to finish off these last 3. How do you stack these last 3 up?
I think I'm gonna keep it as is. I like how that looks.
Alrighty. So now for round 4, to narrow down the top 100, because let's see, when I add all these guys, we will be well past 100.
No, here's what we should do, Beau. Pull up the horizontal board. We each pick 6.
Oh, we each pick 6. Okay, I like that. What I was gonna do, I was gonna add them all, and then we go one by one eliminating guys.
This just makes it quicker.
That is true. That is true. All right, so I only get 6 here. That's hard though. Okay, we each pick 6. Okay, well, yeah. So let's each pick our number 1 guy on the board.
Can you move over to defense?
Yes, I can. Yeah, memorize who's left, and pick your number 1.
Okay, I got him.
Do I have mine? Yes, I do have mine. Okay, who are we adding at 89? I'll let you
Hezekiah Masses.
I knew that was going to be your guy.
I love Hezekiah Masses, man. Yeah, he's a great player.
All right. Can you guess who's going to be my guy?
Is it?
I'll give you hints. Offense.
Yeah. Is it Carson Beck?
It's not Carson Beck.
Is it Elijah
That's
Surratt?
the right team. No, it's the right team.
Oh, Markel Bell?
It's Markel Bell.
That's a fun one.
Yeah. He would be one, like a lot of people are talking about swing tackles need for Cincinnati. He would be like my pick in the 3rd round if they want to take that on day 2. All right. Our next 2. We'll do a snake style.
Oh yeah, we'll snake it. Okay, I like it.
All right, let's see who would be my next guy.
And it has to be from round 4.
It has to be from round 4. Yeah.
I
mean, you can pick one from round 5, but I don't see why we would.
Oh yeah, I don't see any reason why I would.
Yeah.
All right, I got mine.
I'm deciding between 2. All right, I got mine. I'll see if you can guess again. I don't think you will. It's on defense.
Is it Bud Clark?
It's not Bud Clark, but it is in the secondary.
Is it Dalen Everett?
It's not Dalen Everett.
All right, who is it?
It's Chandler Rivers.
Mm.
Ended up like his RAS actually ended up being like really, really strong, like just short of elite. Good production, especially not this past year, but the year before that. Just a really smart player, team captain. I value that then around 3 there, or around the end of the top 100. I mean,
I got my next two.
oh, alrighty.
Bud
You
Clark
came
and Dalen
prepared.
Everett. Bud Clark and
You know,
Dalen Everett.
Bud Clark. You're trying to see if I
If you're sniping, well, yeah. If you're
if I was
sniping,
sniping you a little bit. I was not. I'm afraid. But I respect that. Talk to me about those guys.
I mean, just Bud Clark is just production over several
Mhm.
years, right? I mean, I've said this before. Safeties have had success going to the NFL, have really good production. That's why even though Avion Terrell's not a safety, he's a corner, but still, I still kind of frame that in the same way. Tons of production. Same thing with Bud Clark, just a ball hawk. Dalen Everett has the physical traits. I think his film is not as bad as what people are saying. I think he's going to be a great late day 2 or early day 3 corner. I think he's going to be better than people expect in the NFL.
Alrighty.
You pick 2.
I do get to pick 2 here. And you can devise your 2 now.
Oh,
Okay,
yes, I already am, my friend. I'm scheming.
I got one of them.
These are our last 2. No, you get 3.
I get one more afterwards, I believe, if my math is correct. Wait, no. I get 94, 95. You get 96, 97. Oh no, you get 100. So you get the final. You get the last hurrah.
Yeah, because we were each picking.
Okay, I got one. I got my 2.
Yeah, I've
okay.
only picked 3 so far. That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So for my 94, I already called him Walmart brand Arvell Reese, and that's Jay Sean Barham. Really good player, quite as much of a freak as Arvell Reese. But that role is very similar in that he's kind of be a Swiss Army knife all over the defense. I liked his testing. I think he offers something, just not quite obviously as dynamic as Reese does. And
No one ever has been.
Yeah, right. In 95, I'm going to go Zane Durant. Again, kind of the squattier, more 3-tech, not dominating from a size standpoint, defensive tackle. Didn't even test as great as you probably hope he would. But the production's absolutely there. Explosiveness is there. You like the traits, and just got to coach him up a little bit.
All right. Bring me back to the board again. I just want to double check.
Mm-hmm.
I have these. Okay. Keep moving to the left, please. Okay. Okay, I got my 2.
For later
later
reference. Okay, I got my 2 as well for later reference. Yeah. Who's 90? Oop, what did I just do?
Uh-oh.
No, it's
phew.
Yeah, no, we didn't lose anything. I just closed. I closed it on my minimized it, not closed it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
My 2 are David Igbinosun.
Okay.
I'm going crazy with DBs. I've picked.
I know. No, honestly, I
DBs.
was thinking about him. So.
And
right.
Brennan Thompson.
Brandon Thompson. I like that. He's one of my guys, so I definitely appreciate that one. All right, talk to me about those guys. You didn't snipe either of my 2.
Igbinosun is feels exactly like what I'm talking about with Dalen Everett, right? He was hated at Ohio State. Definitely grabby, right? Got penalties, but I do think there's something there. I do think he can be a good NFL corner. He's got the size, got everything there. Brennan Thompson, how can you not have that kind of speed on your top 100? You can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I got my 2. I feel bad leaving some of these guys off, but that's the nature of the beast. Especially these receivers. I mean, spoiler alert, I'm not picking a receiver, but leaving Surratt feels a little bad, but oh well. Be better, Okay. My two, I'll do one offense, one defense, and neither are going to be a corner. Get some representation. My 98, it's going to be Michael Trigg. I think he's just such a fun player. Maybe not the most dominant athlete. And he's an older prospect for sure. Bounced around like 4 different schools. But when the ball's in the air, some of the best body control and catching ability you'll see at the tight end position in this year's class. So that's very exciting. And then my 9 is just taking a flyer, Harold Perkins. Or not 9, 99. Just taking a flyer on Harold Perkins, athleticism, that versatility. You can move him all over the front 7. Had some awesome production through 2023. Gets hurt in 2024. Doesn't play nearly as well in 2025. You just hope that you can unlock that. But the athleticism is still there. The traits are still there. But you just got to get him back. All right. And you get our final selection. Who is the 100th best player in the 2026 NFL Draft?
The 100th best player is Jonah Coleman. A little home cooking for our hometown boys, man. I got to do it. I saw the opportunity. I'm going to do it.
I love it. I respect that. Hold on, let me save this before there's a top 100. Save. There we go. I'll even excuse me. Copy the link. Ooh, cleared out my sinuses with that one. That felt good.
Nice.
There you go.
We did it. That was tough.
That was sharp. Hey, you know what? I kind of like how we did that, though. Had a little bit of a gamified element to it.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
So that was a good time. That was a great time as always. Great episode. And whenever you want to come, maybe I'll even put this big board in the episode description on YouTube so people can check it out there.
Ooh.
So I've got the link. It's now publicly available. If you search West Coast Draft Podcast Top 100, you will find
our top 100.
Our top 100. That's right.
And guess what,
Alrighty.
folks? This is how the top 100 players can get picked, player for player. You can believe that.
Jeremiah Love will be the first overall pick. All right. Well, it is almost 1 a.m.
Oh, jeez. Thanks for staying up for this, man.
That's right. Oh, absolutely. It's Saturday. It's a Saturday. Well, I was going to say tomorrow's Saturday, but no, it is Saturday.
It's Saturday here, too.
That's right. Well, that is it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. We'll probably have some fun stuff coming up this week and then the week after draft week.
We're so close. We're so close.
So close. So you can taste it. We got the big boards. We got the horizontal boards. We'll have our final mock draft. We'll have the draft day stream. And then we'll have the draft day stream. Not the the draft day stream before the draft day stream. We got to figure out what we're doing next week. That's like the week we haven't really plotted out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Now that we got this big board, 3-round mock.
That's right.
Be fun. 3-round mock.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we boarded enough that we can do a whole 3-round mock with no problems.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be fun.
Any closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen?
If one of us makes a big board, all of us make a big board. If one of us click like, all of us click like. If one of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.
You drive safe, folks. Unlike